Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm Dr. Vineet Gera from Hyderabad, and today I'm going to interview the Wonder Girl. She's just 13 years old, and she has written this novel, The Daughter of the Ocean, right? So just let me take her online, and we'll talk to her, and we'll discuss how was her writing journey and what exactly this book is all about. So welcome, Snigdha. Welcome to this special
Thank you so
episode.
much. Thank
Great.
you so much.
So glad to see you after a long time.
I know, same here.
Great. So, Snigdha, my first question is, tell me about your book. What exactly the story is? Not the complete story, but what exactly
Yeah.
people will get inside.
Well, they are going to get a lot of fantasy,
Mm.
genre, and action. And there's a little bit of comedy also, at least from my side. I don't know if the readers will enjoy it, but I have tried my best in this. And so basically, the book is a little bit of scientific also, as it takes on the act of the galaxies and everything. So basically, the scientists have proven that there are more galaxies in the universe. And so I have imagined a galaxy, Utopia, where there are different planets, and apparently there are hires and um, what do you call that? Kings and queens, like rulers to the planets. So this is the story about four kids, teenagers, who have just found out that they're going to be the rulers someday of this galaxy's planets. So they're on a journey on how to figure everything out. And yeah, there's that.
Super, super, super. So, how do you get inspiration to write such kind of science fiction or these kind of things? What inspires you?
Well, the science fiction is basically all uh, thanks to my science teacher, because she has increased my interest in science. And this fiction part was kind of a dream that I just put together in a book.
Great, super, super, super. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, Snigdha, let me talk something about the writing because I know
Yeah.
at such a young age you have done this. And ladies and gentlemen, let me also tell you that she is also in the process of writing her second book, so which will be releasing soon. So
Yeah. We plan on doing that.
yeah, so in the process of writing, do you follow a specific pattern like every day morning 5 to 6 I'll write, or every day evening this is my time for writing, or it's just a random?
Sometimes it's random. Sometimes I can write for 7 days straight or something. But I have a timetable. Sometimes I follow it. Sometimes I don't. It's according to the mood, and if I can get time to write something. So it's basically that. And apart from that, I also have to focus on my studies. So that's that.
Okay, so how do you balance your studies and your writing? Because writing novel is not a simple thing. It demands a
Yeah.
lot of time.
I have time. Like I have an hour for writing my story, and then I have 2 hours for completing my homework or preparing for any test the next day. So I manage time with that.
Okay, so it's more of utilizing your time in a better way. So cutting down on
Yeah.
non-value adding activities and focus on the great,
Yeah.
super. I'm sure that so many young authors will get inspired by you, and the way you are doing it, it's really phenomenal. Okay,
Thank you so much. It's
and
actually been possible for you. If you weren't there, none of this would be happening right now.
thank you so much, Snigdha. And
You.
I very well know that your mother, your grandfather, everybody is supporting you in this endeavor.
Yes.
So what message and how much credit you want to give to your mother and to your grandfather?
Well, to be honest, I don't think that I should be receiving the fame. I think they should be the one who should come at the cover of the book and everything. Because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. It weren't for you, of course. Uh, I don't think I can express myself, express my greatness to them in
Great.
words. So
Super, super, super. I always say that if some young author is there in the family, so their family must support them to bring this talent out, because those who are into singing and dance, they get a lot of different platforms, but those who are into
yeah,
writing, they have very limited platforms to perform. Correct.
Yeah, true.
Great. So their parents must encourage them. Okay. Any specific message, if somebody, some young author, just like 10 to 15 years of age, if
Hmm.
if somebody is planning to write a novel or a combination of short stories, what would you recommend to them, how they should start?
I recommend that first they should believe in themselves and like not give up easily. Like, oh, I'm not getting an idea, I can't be a writer or anything. Because ideas don't just pop up. Like they sometimes they take time to come in your brain and like um how can I explain this?
Yeah, it's a very creative
It's
thing. Till the time you are not in
yeah,
that creative bent of mind, you cannot
it's
really
just you
flow
can't
with it.
write. Yeah,
Correct, correct.
yeah, and they also need the all full support from their family as much as they can get, because family is everything at this stage right now,
Correct.
and and even from their friends, of course. And they should also remember to balance between their studies also, because we don't want them to just sulk down and put all the time in writing and everything. So that's all I have to say right now.
Correct, correct. So it's very important, that you need to perform in these studies as well, and then you need to pursue your passion also. So there should be a
Yeah.
proper balance between both. Otherwise, you will be one-sided. That's
Yeah.
that's a dangerous thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Snigdha, one more thing. Uh,
Yeah.
do you do you keep some specific thing in your mind when you start writing, or it just
I
comes automatically and you start?
I actually write while listening to songs, because I think songs really soothe the mind,
Mm.
and it's just a creative thinking that I get when I'm listening to songs. Like I get tons of ideas that I just write down, and then when I read the chapter again, I'm like, okay, this is good, this is not good. So that's how I write.
Okay. And how much time do you rewrite? For example, you have written some 4 5 pages, and then later on, do you really realize, no, it's not worth, I can change this story like this? Do you get
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Like sometimes I even kill off a character, and they're like, "Why did I kill it off? I mean, why?" So I'm like, "Okay, no." That's when I did it.
Great. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the beauty with the writer. He can kill anybody. He can, give life to anybody, and it's basically a kind of time machine what you are holding in your hand. If you are writing,
Yeah,
you can go into past, you can go into future, you can go into fantasy, you can travel
exactly. And
anywhere.
when you're writing a fantasy thing, anything can happen. Anything.
Correct, correct,
So that's just a vast thinking you are when writing.
correct.
Like it's
So
just that you're just in a vast thinking zone. Like you just like ideas can keep on popping in your mind, and you're like, okay, which idea should take? This one, this one, and you just jot it all down, and then you just read it again, and you're like, okay, no, this wasn't good. This was good. That's basically all.
okay, Snigdha, one more thing.
Yeah.
Does it happen sometime that there is some ideas are popping up in the mind just like popcorn,
Mm.
and you are not writing it, and then suddenly you forget, oh, what was the idea? Does it happen?
It actually happens a lot. Like when I'm traveling, I get a lot of ideas. So since when I traveled, I recently traveled to Udaipur in my winter holidays. So that's when I took my a writing diary, and then I started jotting down the ideas that I got while looking around at places. And I was like, okay, this time I'm not gonna forget anything, and I just wrote it down in my book also.
Great, great.
So, yeah.
Snigdha, which class you are studying right now?
I just got promoted to class 9.
Class 9. So this
Yeah.
is this is the output of class 8.
Yeah.
Great. Superb, superb, superb.
Now there's gonna be an output of class 9 also.
Oh yes, and almost every year you will have one novel out coming, right?
I wish. I wish.
Great. Superb, superb, superb. So after the lockdown, how people can buy your book, where it is available?
It's on Amazon
Okay,
and a Kindle if they have it.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to read a good fantasy kind of story, science fiction, if you have interest, this is one of the wonderful book you will ever come across, right? So, don't wait
Thank
for
you.
anything. Below this video, I'll post the Amazon link and Kindle link as well. So those who wish to buy, they can just click and they can, just buy the book. Snigdha, any email ID
Yeah.
of yours if somebody wants to get connected with you?
Yeah, there's the one of my mom. It's Snigddha Mehta 79 at the rate gmail.com. You can
Just
just
spell
email
it
me
out.
there. Nidya
Hmm, hmm,
Me
hmm,
Mehta
uh,
79 at the rate gmail.com.
done. So anybody who wants any suggestion from Snigdha or any inspiration from Snigdha, they can just drop
Oh
in a
my god.
mail to her, and I'm sure that whosoever is looking at this particular video, it will be true inspiring for their family, for their kids as well, those
I hope.
who are in the process of writing. In fact, Snigdha, I was also 13 years old when I started my writing journey.
I know you told me when we first met, and I was like, oh yay.
Correct, correct. और in Hindi what we say, छोटी लकड़ी को आग जल्दी लगती है. If something is small, na, so it takes fire quickly. So that's always better. Correct. So
Good.
any last message which you want to give to the people, those who want to get into this writing profession, or they want to, they have their passion of writing and they want to explore it more. Any one message?
Talk to Mr. Gera.
Oh.
that's that's the best suggestion I can
So
give.
sweet of you, so sweet of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I come last in the picture. First is you need to, you know, get inspired and start writing. Do not hold your passion back. If you have a passion towards writing, just explore it, And writing, I always say, it's more of a therapy. The moment you write, it's just an expression, right? So
Yeah,
even if you are loaded with so much of stress, the moment you start writing, you see how it flows. Correct.
exactly. Yeah.
Right. So those who are into writing profession, they can understand what I'm talking about. Right. So if you have not started yet, go ahead and start. This is the right age, this is the right time, and there is no bad time to start a good thing. Right. So
And
if
this is exactly the right time you're ever gonna get quarantine right now. So
yeah, this is best time.
yeah.
Right. In my webinars, I say, forget about bhutkal, bhavishyakal. This corona call is the best call when you can do this book writing work. That's probably the best.
Exactly.
Your mother wants to give some message. She's saying something. No.
Mom, you wanna give any message? No? No.
No. Okay. Take care. Done.
Oh.
Chalo, Snigdha, wish you all the very best, and
Thank you.
for your this book as well as the upcoming books. So I wish you all the very
I
best
hope.
so that you get success in life, whatever you deserve and whatever you want to have. You should have all the happiness, all the success in your life. God bless you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Right. Thank you.